Seahawks are next up here. Pick number 92. A reminder that there are 96 picks in round 3, and then we have compensatory selection, so we will have a total of 102 picks by the time we finish round 3 tonight. Here are the Seahawks at 92.
What up, 12s? This is so good. This is a family call right here. With the 92nd pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks have selected my nephew, quarterback, Alabama, Jaylen Milroe. Let's go to work, fam.
Wow. You could hear the roar of amazement in the crowd. Jaylen Milroe. There was a moment in time in September, Mel, where we talked about the possibility he might be the first pick in this draft. And then the rest of the season happened. He waited all through last night here in Green Bay, waited through the second round, and now Jaylen Milroe is going to Seattle.
Who's the head coach out there? Mike McDonald. Where was he? With Lamar Jackson, right? You got Milroe you can work into the mix with, Sam. This is a kid who can be on the field. He is a tremendous running threat. You can have defensive coordinators worrying about packages for this kid when you play the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, look, I said all along about Jaylen Milroe in particular. If your program doesn't have time, it doesn't have patience, it doesn't have security, then you're doing this young man a disservice because he needs continuity. He needs the continuity of a continuous message in terms of the well. Look, he'll have some time to really just pick the brains of people who have been through it before. The comfort of knowing that he's going to be in a program that's going to have some stability for the next couple of years, and then to see whether or not he can really harness all that potential and get it to be consistent. Because if he can, he'll surpass everybody that they have out there. It's just going to be a matter of can he lock in and get it consistent and unleash all that wonderful talent he has.
And to your point, Lou, if he can do that, Greeny, he's got a chance to be the best quarterback in this draft. That's how good he is from an athletic standpoint. If he can develop as a passer, that's how much upside this young man has.
The last time the Seahawks took a quarterback in the 3rd round, it was 2012. You know him. It was Russell Wilson, who, of course, is now with the New York Giants. And so it just has to be said, obviously, it's one of the storylines here at this point. Shedeur Sanders, who is number 1 on your big board amongst the quarterbacks, and almost everyone expected to be a first-round pick. Well, now...
I called it, baby. The Murfstradamus has returned in your life. What are we doing here, man? Listen, I did a part 1. Had to come back and do a part 2 because on part 1, nobody wanted to talk to me about the prospects of Jaylen Milroe being a Seattle Seahawk, right? See, this is what you get, right? I'm a neutral observer. I'm here to work. I don't know how many times I got to tell people this. I'm here to work. I'm not here to be a fan. I don't give a shit about fandom. Just because you dudes found me a few years ago doesn't mean my career just started. I was already in the business like 9 years before you guys found me, and it had nothing to do with fandom. I'm on the internet to satiate my desire to cover football from an unbiased perspective. That's just it. I love the game of football. I don't care about fandom when I'm doing media. It's just not. This is something that I put in right at like the 10-year mark. I was like, you know what? I felt like I've proved myself. I can cover my team that I actually like or whatever like that. That probably was a mistake, you know what I'm saying, in hindsight, right? I just want to be able to take something and be able to break it down like a scientist. I was able to look at the Seattle Seahawks roster and say, well, damn. 2 veteran quarterbacks. You do not need 3 of them. You don't need 3 of them. You don't need Sam Howell, Drew Lock, and Sam Darnold. Now, you're free to do whatever you want, right? As an organization. It's just me thinking like, why would they have 2 veteran QBs? Does that mean Sam Howell is gone? And if possible, with this new Klint Kubiak scheme, there's a need for somebody who's extremely explosive and extremely versatile, like a Taysom Hill, who is a quarterback who plays running back, who plays tight end, who plays all this and that. Who would I say was the closest thing that I've seen to a Taysom Hill? It would be that guy right there on the screen from that right there, right? That's another thing. People want to talk to me about thumbnails and all this bullshit. I don't care about none of that stuff. I want to talk about football. This shit is amazing. The Seattle Seahawks are absolutely killing it, right? There are a few teams out there that are destroying it too, right? Much love to the Baltimore Ravens. Much love to the Philadelphia Eagles, of course. There's some teams that are absolutely killing it, and Seattle is right there with them right now. Seattle is absolutely filling holes where it's necessary. It's not that goofy best player available shit. They are targeting players at positions that they need. Right? They're making a complete roster. I can completely dig this Jaylen Milroe pick, and you want to see it, right? Patreon.com/topbillin. I believe both of them Jones are up, right? You can see me talk about that Taysom Hill role and how Jaylen Milroe can fit that right away while being developed as the third quarterback there, meaning the developmental role. He does not need to touch the field as a quarterback, at least not the one that's taking series and series of snaps, maybe 1 or 2 snaps here, but right now he can contribute like nobody else. Nobody's business. I said it. He's the closest thing I've ever seen to Lamar Jackson at the quarterback position as far as explosive athleticism. Anthony Richardson, people pointed him out, and some other people, not as sudden as Jaylen Milroe. Jaylen Milroe is sudden. Lamar Jackson is sudden. You don't know what that is, right? That's somebody who can break you down in space, get up to 0 to 60 real quick, can change directions without having to bog down or slow down. That's what makes Lamar Jackson special, right? That's why he's my favorite football player. I think the world of him. To me, he is the best football player in the world. Jaylen Milroe is not Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson is a damn good quarterback. Jaylen Milroe has a long way to go with that, but he's a lot further ahead than people think, and he will get some really good coaching under Klint Kubiak, but you know what I mean? At the very least, he can fill a specific role that can make the Seahawks damn near impossible to stop with the type of weapons that they already have, and then them building in from the inside out on the trenches. So I could bring that film study back here, but I can't, right? Obviously, both of them Jones got content ID claims. So patreon.com/topbillin. You can see that there, but hey, what do you guys think about it now? Your boy Jaylen Milroe, I spent all that time doing that shit. I was extremely frustrated as well. Can't even front, right? I'm like, why nobody want to talk about this shit, right? Somebody needs to talk about this Taysom Hill joint. And I was thinking about the fullback position as well, and I forgot about Brady Russell. I saw he had got re-signed, and he will do that very well. And I will have something about that. I was going to do something on Brady Russell, but I kind of ran out of time as well. But putting him there with Jaylen Milroe in the backfield, with Jaylen Milroe back there with a Charbonnet or Kenny McIntosh or Kenneth Walker, man, and that's him back there, not even as a quarterback, if you get what I'm saying. It's a lot of endless possibilities. But, man, let me know what you think about this one here and the job that the Seattle Seahawks are doing. No doubt about that for sure. Who else? Much love to the Bears, I believe. I think the Bears are doing a good job as well. The Atlanta Falcons. Oh, my God. Them guys is killing it too, right? The Atlanta Falcons are killing it. The Seattle Seahawks, the Baltimore Ravens, the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the usual spots. I like the Giants as well, the New York Giants. So let me know what you think is going on out there. Your boy, super excited for that man, Jaylen Milroe, because I know that they will be able to have a plan with him. You just got potentially, I don't like to compare nobody to Lamar Jackson. If you give him enough time, maybe he can be a Lamar Jackson light, right? Don't do all that 2.0. I hate that 2.0 shit, right? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that. Jaylen Milroe can be a damn good weapon for the Seattle Seahawks. So, all right, big salute out there, right? Big salute to everybody out there as well. BetUS TV. Like I said before, you got to fill your knowledge bank, baby. BetUS. Much love to them boys as well.